Guten Tag und herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Ausgabe von Tourismus. Ich bin Ann-Kathrin und das sind unsere Themen, unsere Reiseziele und unsere Rubrik auf den Punkt gebracht. Die Trophäenjagd hat den kommunalen Naturschutzgebieten Namibias in den vergangenen Jahren deutlich mehr Einnahmen gebracht als der Joint-Venture-Tourismus. Das zeigt, wie wichtig sie weiterhin für viele ländliche Regionen ist, sowohl für den Lebensunterhalt der Menschen als auch für die Finanzierung des Naturschutzes. Zwischen 2013 und 2024 nahmen die kommunalen Naturschutzgebiete mehr als 292 Millionen Namibia-Dollar aus der Jagd ein. Aus dem Joint-Venture-Tourismus kamen im selben Zeitraum 166 Millionen Namibia-Dollar zusammen. Das geht aus einer Antwort von Tourismusministerin Indileni Daniel auf Fragen im Parlament hervor. Daniel betonte, dass die Trophäenjagd ländliche Gemeinden und Farmer nicht nur finanziell unterstütze, sondern auch Fleisch liefere und damit eine wichtige Proteinquelle darstelle. Sowohl der Tourismus als auch die Jagd schaffen Arbeitsplätze und tragen zur sozialen Entwicklung sowie zur Ausbildung in den Gemeinden bei. Hinzu kommen weitere wirtschaftliche Effekte, denn auch Lodges, Tankstellen, Präparatoren, Souvenirläden und Restaurants profitieren davon. Die Ministerin sieht die Naturschutzjagd deshalb weiterhin als wichtigen Bestandteil von Namibias Strategie für nachhaltige Entwicklung und Naturschutz. In der Region Erongo haben Interessengruppen bei einer öffentlichen Konsultation zur Tourismuspolitik erneut auf ein bekanntes Problem hingewiesen. Gute politische Vorschläge gibt es viele, doch bei der Umsetzung hapert es oft. Die Konsultation fand am Montag in Swakopmund statt und ist Teil eines landesweiten Überprüfungsprozesses des Tourismusministeriums. Ziel ist es, die nationale Tourismuspolitik aus dem Jahr 2008 zu modernisieren und an die aktuellen Bedingungen der Branche anzupassen. Doch in der Diskussion ging es immer wieder um dieselbe Frage: Wie gut werden politische Pläne am Ende wirklich umgesetzt? Der leitende Tourismusbeauftragte Franz Helao, der den Prozess in mehreren Regionen begleitet, räumte ein, dass frühere Vorhaben nicht immer wie vorgesehen umgesetzt worden seien. Das Ministerium führt derzeit Konsultationen in mehreren Landesteilen durch. Nach Stationen in Keetmanshoop, Marienthal, Gobabis, Otjiwarongo und Swakopmund geht es als nächstes nach Opuwo in die Region Kunene. Am Ende sollen alle Empfehlungen gebündelt und den Interessengruppen noch einmal vorgelegt werden, um zu prüfen, ob ihre Vorschläge tatsächlich berücksichtigt wurden. Genannt wurden vor allem Probleme bei der Zusammenarbeit zwischen Ministerien, bei Tourismusdaten, bei der Infrastruktur und bei Hindernissen für Investitionen. Außerdem wurde betont, dass sich die touristische Entwicklung nicht nur für die bekanntesten Zentren des Landes konzentrieren dürfte. In Swakopmund sorgt ein geplanter Hotelumbau für Streit. Dabei geht es um eines der historisch bedeutendsten Gebäude der Stadt. Konkret betroffen ist das ehemalige Rathaus- und Postgebäude. Ein Vorschlag, das denkmalgeschützte Gebäude in einen Hotelkomplex umzuwandeln, wurde vom National Heritage Council of Namibia blockiert. Nach Angaben der Behörde hätte der Plan bedeutet, dass der größte Teil der ursprünglichen Struktur abgerissen worden wäre. Erhalten geblieben wären im Wesentlichen nur die Fassade zur Straße und die Treppenhäuser. Das Gebäude steht unter hohem Denkmalschutz und gehört zum historischen Schutzgebiet entlang einer der traditionsreichsten Straßen Swakopmunds. Der National Heritage Council hat deshalb angeordnet, dass der historische Kern vollständig erhalten und konserviert werden muss. Ein Abriss ist damit nicht zulässig, solange kein neuer Antrag gestellt und genehmigt wird. Und weiter geht's mit unseren Reisezielen. Südlich der Malta-Höhe liegt die Burgsdorf Guest Farm. Die historische Farm verbindet herzliche Gastfreundschaft mit Architektur aus der Kolonialzeit und bietet dazu weite Ausblicke auf die Landschaft der südlichen Namib.
Burgsdorf Guest Farm is situated 25 kilometers south of Malta-Höhe and easy to reach via the C14. Ideally situated for all tours to the southern part of Namibia, Burgsdorf is home to many guests venturing south or to guests simply wanting to enjoy a memorable holiday in a friendly and very relaxed environment. For those not wanting to drive by themselves, all trips to Sossusvlei, Sesream Canyon, now Kluft Park, Duwisip Castle, or Hardup Dam can be booked directly on the farm Burgsdorf. Their aim is to conserve Namibia's enduring spirits, thus mixing nostalgia with homeliness and giving birth to the warm and comfortable guest farm. They pride themselves in the uniqueness of their goats, offering the widest variety of different indigenous goat species together at one place. The historical old farmhouse is built out of natural stone in German colonial style. Burgsdorf has a rich history dating back to 1899. The name of the farm Burgsdorf comes from the Hauptmann von Burgsdorf, who was the commander of the Gibeon district. Burgsdorf Farm is located in Sossusvlei. The accommodation options at the Burgsdorf Guest Farm are en-suite rooms, and these en-suite rooms offer 8 rooms which are also suitable for families. The facilities that are included in these rooms are suitable for all families and are of course air conditioned. Burgsdorf Guest Farm has plenty amenities that the guests can enjoy, including their excellent cuisine with homemade local specialties. The accommodation also boasts a swimming pool, sundowners on the Schwarzrand Plateau, game drives on the farm, and spontaneous hiking trails. Burgsdorf is a working farm with mostly goats and cattle. At Burgsdorf, you can experience how a Namibian farm operates firsthand. The facilities offered at Burgsdorf Guest Farm are a restaurant, an open-air grill, a bar, as well as a swimming pool. What to do at a Burgsdorf Guest Farm? Well, they offer sightseeing trips and game drives on the farm. There are also extensive trails, mountain hiking opportunities on and around the farm's 13,000-hectare property. Guests can enjoy the unforgettable scenery and sundowners on the Schwarzrand Plateau. The activities include sightseeing trips, game drives, trails, hiking, hand gliding, which is seasonal, paragliding, which is also seasonal, sundowner drives, as well as bird watching. And things to see are unforgettable scenery as well as sundowners. So what are you waiting for? Book now at Burgsdorf Guest Farm.
Die Gouverneurin von Erongo, Nathalia Goagoses, hat Sandwich Harbour bei Walvis Bay besucht. Begleitet wurde sie dabei von Sandwich Dunes Tour und Car Rentals CC. Eigentümer des Unternehmens ist Kenneth Capitaco, der vor kurzem auch die Konzession für Sandwich Harbour erhalten hat.
The governor of the Erongo-Region, Nathalia, recently visited Sandwich Harbour alongside local tour operators from Sandwich Harbour Tours to experience Namibia's most iconic coastal destinations firsthand. During the visit, Governor Goagoses praised Namibia's remarkable natural landscapes, describing Sandwich Harbour as a unique national treasure that reflects the country's rich environmental heritage. She highlighted the importance of preserving such sites while promoting responsible tourism that benefits local communities.
It stretches from where we are, goes all the way south up to the areas of Ludwitz, and also southeast roundabout where Sossusvlei is. If you go to Sossusvlei, you are basically in the Namibian Park. If you see that line over there, that's the boundary of the 2 national parks. We have just come from the Dorp National Park that we came from into the Namibian Park. Now, if you go back in history, between the history of South Africa and Namibia, we know that after independence, Walvis Bay was still under the territory or still owned by South Africa. Now, if you go back in history, that area that we came from, that line, on the other side of that line, between 1990 and 1994, you would have been in South Africa, Walvis Bay. And when you cross to where we are right now, you would be in Namibia. Just the bridge, like the bridge of Swakopmund and Walvis Bay, the bridge that you cross when you're coming from Swakopmund. I don't know if you guys at that time were still living in that area. Between 1990 and 1994, on the other side of the bridge of Swakopmund, you would find the Namibian police. And on this side of the bridge, or in the middle of the bridge, you will find the South African police. So if you're 18 years and older, you have to either produce your ID or your passport coming from Swakopmund to Walvis Bay. So basically, it's also the same thing here. So for those that have known about the concession thing that was awarded, this is actually where the entrance of the park will be. Now, in the past, we know that there was no management in this area where people could, manage and see if you had your permits and all that. So this is basically where the entrance will be. As you can see, there's only one toilet there as well, which is also a little bit run down. So if you come here, as from the 1st of April, you will see a different structure or structural that they're going to be here. You will find obviously more toilets. This is the highlight of this tour. This is what tourists want to come and see when they come to Namibia. Now, years ago, if you look at this stripe between the lagoon and the ocean, on the other side where it's so dry, they also tried doing a guano platform in that area, but it didn't transpire because when it was low tide, the jackals used to run there and obviously chase the birds away in that area, so it never transpired. But if you guys with the cameras can just turn around and look at that view, you would see this is the top selling area in this area and one of the top selling areas in Namibia. This is what tourists spend their money and time for coming to Namibia. And this is what we want our local people also to experience as local tourists and know their areas in Namibia. I mean, you will find people who have gone to countries such as Dubai and say, but why must we go to Dubai if we have something as beautiful as this just at our next door neighbors, which is Namibia? So welcome to your Sandwich Harbour, Honorable and team. Welcome to this beautiful spectacular view here.
Wow.
Beginning of heaven.
Yeah.
Wow. Beginning of heaven.
Yeah.
Welcome to Namibia. Welcome to Erongo-Region.
Yes.
Welcome to where the dunes and the sea are dancing together, kissing to each other. We are standing here at the highest sand called sand dunes in the desert. Come on. What more can we say? God has given this region for this type of endowment, such a beauty. First time, I am here where they are saying endless horizon, which is presented by Erongo-Region, where we see practically the wonders, one of the wonders of our creator. Where the dunes, we are in the desert. Exactly, these are the dunes, and this is the ocean. Who have seen this in life? And there at our back are the lagoons, the vegetation. I am speechless. And from the very start, when we were brought by this tour group, and I must congratulate the government of our Republic of Namibia, Ministry of Environment and Tourism, for having granted the concession right to a Namibian who is passionate about this industry. I have seen from the very beginning that there was a need for this concession to be given, because this area, I am told, is also one of the preserved and protected area, which really needed to be protected, to be governed through some regulations without limiting the access to Namibians first and to our international guests. The area is clean, is friendly, is so wonderful. I have no words to explain. All I can say is welcome to the Sandwich Harbour. Welcome to Erongo-Region. Welcome Namibians. Welcome our international tourist groups. And what is also amazing about this, what I have seen, is the coexistence, the cooperation amongst the different tour groups. About 90 of the tour operators in these areas, I've seen them are bringing the tourists. So far in this very short span of time, we have witnessed about hundreds and hundreds of the tourists brought by the different tour operators here. And that is one thing that I really appreciate.
Das waren für heute unsere Reiseziele. Weiter geht's mit Auf den Punkt gebracht. Zum Schluss geht es heute um Frauen in der Luftfahrt. Die Flugschülerin Evia Mary von der Namibia Aviation Training Academy und Mutaleni Namene, die dort Flugzeugwartungstechnik studiert, gehörten zu den jungen Teilnehmerinnen beim Namibia Women in Aviation International Day in Drombos in Windhoek. Dort sprach auch Marianne Akwenye, Namibias erste schwarze Pilotin. Sie blickte auf die Fortschritte von Frauen in der Luftfahrtbranche und zeigte sich erfreut über die wachsende Zahl junger Frauen, die in diesem Bereich Karriere machen wollen.
Hi, my name is Evia Mary. I am a student pilot at NATA, and this is my second year in training. I'm someone who's like ambitious and likes challenges, and this career is something that will challenge you both technically and also mentally. So I think that's just also what drew me to this, and it's really beautiful to say. And I would like to be part of the 6% of female pilots in the world. It will challenge you in terms of like you have your days where you doubt yourself and you'd wonder if like this is something for you. It challenges also like it challenges you mentally. It's something that's very demanding and time consuming, but you can achieve what you put your mind to, you know. Personally, I haven't gone through any simulations yet. I'm not at that stage yet, but it comes as you go, like through the process of training and building your hours. And we do simulations to train you for things like engine failures. Then that's when you go do your simulations for those kind of things. But not most of the things you do it physically in the aircraft, in the sky. In terms of the buttons, I know there are a lot, but it's something that you get used to. We have checklists and you study them, and as you do it over and over, it just becomes like muscle memory, and you remember like what to do as time goes on. And if I were to choose between private jets and commercial, I would choose maybe commercial because there are more benefits that side. Yeah. The sky is not your limit. The sky is something that you should aim for.
Hi guys, I'm Mutaleni Namene, a final year student at NATA as an aircraft maintenance engineering student. What inspired me to become an aircraft engineer is because I always wanted to test the male out. My whole life I'd like to test men out, so I was like, I'd like to join a male-dominated company just to add spice. So maybe one day I can inspire another female to join my sector, and then we can dominate also, and then it can be an equal domination of men and women. So yeah, what else? The secret to this is actually always asking questions. Be curious, guys. Be very much curious. Be wanting to know anything. There's not a stupid question. Ask every time you want to know something. Ask. It will get you a long way if you do that. But if you're ignorant, darling, you end up being piled up with so many things, and then later at the end of the day, you don't even understand what you're doing, and you'll start doubting yourself. You start asking yourself, am I really meant for this trade, or did I make a mistake? But sometimes it's with your laziness and you not being very, very much not being serious and determined enough to do it. It comes with you also. So Subject-wise, you have tough subjects. Like for me, I'm trading in avionics, which is mostly the electrical part of the aircraft. So I have very, very hard subjects, most of them, and I try where I can. I always ask questions if I don't understand, and if we don't understand, we won't go forward. But anyways, like I said, you guys should ask, and be curious. Curiosity gets you very far in life, especially in this sector. Yeah. Okay, so I am now on my OJT, which in other words that you guys can understand, on my internship. I am working for Namibian Instruments and Avionics. Like I said, I am studying for avionics trade, which is an electrical trade. It's actually super cool working and touching an aircraft, pulling wires, installing gauges, troubleshooting, all of that is a very, very, very exciting experience for me. But it comes with pros and cons. Like sometimes the work environment might not be as easy or as adapting as you expected, but then it's for you to push forward and to show them that you're really capable of it. The other thing is, you should show that you want to be here. They will give you the information that you need, but then it's up to you to show if you really want to be there. Do you really want to learn? So at the end of the day, hard work. All I can say, just work hard. You will be fine. You will have days where you doubt yourself, but you will be okay. As I would say, we are in a culture where we are told that men do this type of work that I'm doing, but as a young female out there, I would say and tell you that it's not true. You yourself, you can also do it. Wake up, smell the coffee, darling, and achieve your goals. Dear child, your dreams are very much valid. Thank you.
So this day is a very important day, and I believe that, or I remember when I started, I had no reference point. These days didn't exist. There was nobody to guide me, and seeing these young women entering and busy with their aviation training is really awesome. It's inspirational. We have made great strides as a country, as Namibia, and I'm very proud to have been one of the people who have paved the way. Yeah.
And a message to young girls that want to pursue this career.
So any young girl, and it goes for any career. I know aviation is seen as a very prestigious career, but anything is possible in life. And I would urge that young girl to not let her barriers, which is internal or circumstances or the background where she comes from, deter her from chasing her dreams.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to put you on the spot a bit. Just give me 2 highlights of your career so far. 2.
Seeing the world. Seeing the world, it opened up my whole world, that I could understand how the world works. So that is what aviation did for me.
Das war's mit unserer heutigen Episode von Tourismus. Ich hoffe, es hat Ihnen gefallen und auch nächste Woche schalten Sie wieder ein. Bis dann!